Be more dedicated to making solid achievements than in running after swift but synthetic happiness. As a child of God, I am greater than anything that can happen to me. Almost half of the population of the world lives in rural regions and mostly in a state of poverty. Such inequalities in human development have been one of the primary reasons for unrest and, in some parts of the world, even violence. Nations consist of people, and with their effort, a nation can accomplish all it could ever want. My 2020 vision for India is to transform it into a developed nation. That cannot be abstract. It is a lifeline. Creativity is the key to success in the future, and primary education is where teachers can bring creativity in children at that level. In a democracy, the well-being, individuality and happiness of every citizen is important for the overall prosperity, peace and happiness of the nation. Real education enhances the dignity of a human being and increases his or her self-respect. If only the real sense of education could be realized by each individual and carried forward in every field of human activity, the world will be so much a better place to live in. Ultimately, education in its real sense is the pursuit of truth. It is an endless journey through knowledge and enlightenment. Ultimately, education in its real sense is the pursuit of truth. It is an endless journey through knowledge and enlightenment. Climbing to the top demands strength, whether it is to the top of Mount Everest or to the top of your career. When we tackle obstacles, we find hidden reserves of courage and resilience we did not know we had. And it is only when we are faced with failure do we realize that these resources were always there within us. We only need to find them and move on with our lives. If only the real sense of education could be realized by each individual and carried forward in every field of human activity, the world will be so much a better place to live in. One of the very important characteristics of a student is to question. Let the students ask questions. Unless India stands up to the world, no one will respect us. In this world, fear has no place. Only strength respects strength. Do we not realize that self-respect comes with self-reliance? Writing is my love. If you love something, you find a lot of time. I write for 2 hours a day, usually starting at midnight. At times, I start at 11. Life is a difficult game. You can win it only by retaining your birthright to be a person. My message, especially to young people, is to have courage to think differently, courage to invent, to travel the unexplored path, courage to discover the impossible and to conquer the problems and succeed. These are great qualities that they must work towards. This is my message to the young people. Let me define a leader. He must have vision and passion and not be afraid of any problem. Instead, he should know how to defeat it. Most importantly, he must work with integrity. The bird is powered by its own life and by its motivation. The youth need to be enabled to become job generators from job seekers.